to the farm. If you're new here, I'm Nina. I'm so glad that you're here. I am a homesteading, homeschooling mom of 4, ages 8, 6, 5, and 3, and I am married to Daniel. And here on my channel, we talk all about homemaking, homesteading, and homeschooling. Today, we're going to continue our series of Declutter This House, and we have moved into our library and our sunroom. So we're going to go through that and get things cleaned out and get it decluttered for... All right, the next room for us to tackle in decluttering is our sunroom. This is where we do morning time and where all of our books are at. So I just need to go through here and clean up a few things. I'm going to try to pare down a ton of our books today and just clean some stuff up. I'm working on refinishing the girls' dresser, so that's why that's in here. I'm going to stick them outside here in just a second. We have this bookshelf here. Then we have this big IKEA shelf, all of our morning time stuff. And then we have this bookshelf over here. So I'm going to try to pare some things down, get rid of some books that we are not using, that we haven't read or that we read a long time ago and the kids just don't go back to. And try to see if I can get the baskets, the book baskets, that were upstairs in our schoolroom that I took out of there, and see if I can get them to go up on the shelves over here. So I'm just starting by getting these drawers outside so that I can paint them later. And then I'm going to go around and just try to pick up and put all of the toys back in the bins that they're supposed to be in, and then move on to getting some trash up. And just kind of going through and doing the same things that I've done in all the other rooms that I've talked about in all my previous videos, is just getting rid of trash, putting light things together so that I can see what we have, and then I can go through it and sort and decide if I need to get rid of anything that the kids don't play with, and just get a better idea of what we have and get it all cleaned and up and out of the floor, and then I can go through it from there. And as I watch these videos back, I have figured out that I'm very, I don't know if schizophrenic is the word, or just like ADD when it comes to cleaning. I feel like I'm all over the place when I watch myself watch these videos back, and I'm just like, why don't you just stay in one spot, clean one spot? But I do that all the time. Anytime I clean the house, I'm all over the place. I go from one room to the other and clean a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit there, and finally I get it all done. You see me leave the room a lot. I'm taking stuff and putting it in the living room that needed to go to the other parts of the house. So that's why you see me leaving a lot. I have a pile of stuff on the floor over there in a bin that needs to need to go upstairs to the boys' room or to the girls' room or somewhere else in the house. And I'm always amazed anytime that I sweep at how much dirt comes into our house at any given moment. We have a farm, so we are constantly tracking stuff in all the time, but it is just crazy the amount of dirt that comes in on a regular basis. And of course, I'm showing it to you if that's not embarrassing enough. But anyway, everybody's got dirt in their house. Alright, it's time to start sorting out these shelves. I'm just taking everything off of the shelf and kind of going through. Started with our games up top, and I eventually ended up rearranging how I wanted all this to look, and just trying to go through and get rid of books that I know that we haven't touched in a while, things that are maybe older, that are a little more tattered, that
know that there's some stuff that we're not going to use for school. So that's what I'm doing now, just going through the bookcase and getting rid of books, trying to pare down as much as I can. I know a lot of these books could probably go in bins. There's stuff that are going to be used when the kids are older, but we have the space, so I'm just going to leave it on the shelf. And the kids come over, especially the books on the bottom, they get them all mixed up, and I try to keep them grouped by themes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
All right, I have finally finished with the Sunroom / library. You didn't get to see a lot of this when in the process because my camera died. And so I had to charge it so that I could do a final reveal. So this is everything I've done. I have cleared off some of these this shelf where some of the adult books are. And I shouldn't say that because Daniel got on to me whenever we were moving and I wrote on the top of a box adult books. And he said, "What do you think that means?" And I was like, "I don't know, books for adults." And he was thinking it was like something bad. So I don't know what you would call that. Anyway, the big people books. I don't know. Anyway, so this is where mine and Daniel's books go. So what I'm going to do here is I have photo albums in the closet. They're in boxes. I'm going to take those out and display them on the shelf so that the kids can look at them. They like grabbing our photo albums that we already have out, and then I'm going to put some more down there. So this is morning basket. This is like our book basket stuff, and then morning stuff as well. So here's the big kids shelf that was in the center of the room. I removed about 6 games off the top that they normally don't play with. And all the books across the top are all books that go with the different years of our My Father's World curriculum. And so we're going to keep going through those. So I didn't clear any of those out. I moved our Usborne books up a shelf. So that is all of our Usborne books. And then I added in the book baskets that I had upstairs for the kids. So like whenever we read books from this basket, I put them in these metal baskets up here so that they can go back and look at them and flip through them over and over again until the basket gets full, and then I'll put them back up on the top shelf. But that was up in the schoolroom, and we didn't really read up there. So they were never getting looked at again. So I moved them down here because while we're doing morning time down here, the kids will pull books off the shelf and look through them while I'm reading to them, and we're doing different things down here. So it made more sense for them to be here. So I added those in. So the bookshelf still looks full, but I got rid of a bunch of books, like that entire pile. And I know there's probably minimalists out there. If you see this video, you're going to go, "Well, that's not minimal. You should only have a certain number of books, like 30 books. And I was like, there's no way I can get this down to 30 books. Our family loves books. We read all the time, so it doesn't make sense for us to get rid of all of our books. And then in those brown bin baskets right there, those are toys that Ben plays with mostly. Like we have cars and some wooden cars in that one. This is where the Nerf guns go. They got taken away this week, so that's why they're not in there right now. But that's where they would go if they're here. And then we have Legos there and train set, and then his Paw Patrol stuff here. And then we have wooden blocks, Lincoln Logs, some floor puzzles, Tinker Toys, the Magna tiles, and more floor puzzles and jigsaw puzzles are down there. These are all stuff that the kids, sorry Noah, these are all things that the kids will do while we're down here doing morning time, and they'll even come down here and sit and play sometimes in the floor. Ideally, I would like to have a rug here besides in place of the dog. Noah. He's sound asleep. But anyway, ideally, I'd like to find a rug to go here for them to sit on that would be soft. I just haven't found one that would fit the space. Like I said, this is everything that I pulled off the shelves that is going out to be donated. Just some older books that we don't use and haven't looked at in a long time. There's probably still more on these shelves that we are not going to use, but when I declutter again, we'll get rid of it then. Like they say, you kind of go through your house in layers. Every time you go through it, you kind of get rid of stuff. So this is a lot of the kid books. So we got all of our chapter books up there on the top. And then some of the bigger books and our reference books here. I put all of our card games and dominoes and that type of stuff in this basket. And then more chapter books through there. I tried to keep this series together. This basket is where we put all our Bibles for church. And then we have picture books all down here. All of our Christmas books and seasonal books are down here. I tried to do like our fairy tales and children's nursery rhymes books down here, and then our faith books over here. So that's just kind of a overview of our bookshelf. And then we have the piano. I cleared it off. There's a few things that need to be put away. But that is pretty much how this room turned out. There is another overview of the room. Noah, are you rotten? No. Seriously, buddy? No. Have you been playing hard? Have you been playing hard outside today? Yeah. You tell them bye? Say bye. Tell the peoples bye. Say I'm cute. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for tagging along with me as I decluttered our sunroom / library. I hope that you were finding this series, decluttering this house, helpful. If you haven't already, we would love for you guys to subscribe. That way that you will know whenever we have new videos coming out. You can also hit the bell notification as well. And also give this video a thumbs up so that we know that you like this kind of content. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you again very soon. Bye!